Mic check, mic check. 1, 2. What up, League? Drove that sauce. Where you been, bro? I ain't talked to you in a minute. What's going on? How you been? I can't miss greatness, man. Hey, Usman, how you doing, brother? Oh yeah, you did say that actually. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, you did say you were moving. How's the moving going? Hope everything good, man. Yeah, settle and settle quickly. We need to talk, bro. Yeah, it's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. Usman, how was your day? How was today? Today was I'd say 70, 65%. That's what I'd grade myself, to be honest, in the Discord. Everything going great and definitely want to chop it up with you. Absolutely, bro. Your energy. Leak said your energy be lit. You know how it is, bro. We gotta entertain. We gotta make it look easy, so that there's some people who think it is easy, and then when they try, they're like, "Yo, how is this dude doing it then?" Boom, and that's how you get them. This thing ain't easy, bro. Imagine you just get on live stream and you're expected to get it right every time. It's a hard gig, man. But folks don't. But you know, this is what the entertainment is, right? It's a niche. I'm just trying to enjoy myself. Day was good, didn't trade as idea was invalidated, so just studied. All right, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Ooh, pretty cool, gentlemen. Pretty cool. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Um, let's get into it. So daily time frame, pretty simple. You know, pretty simple. Yesterday, okay. So for those who are here and for those who are on the way, if you were here yesterday, we had that target and it was hit. And it was beautiful, fantastic, absolute beauty. Okay? We hit that right there Wednesday. And then Thursday at 9 a.m. New York time, started a Discord. And guess what I said? I said I would love, like I have 2 targets. Well, 1. But I said to them, I just wanted to see the opening of Wednesday, opening price as a target, and then the high. Simple. Very, very simple. No stress. You know, no complaint, no deep analysis. It was plain as day, right? So guess what I said? I said the horns are back. We got the horns back, people. And that was that at 9 a.m. And lo and behold, when you go to the 15-minute time frame, this is what we got. So remember yesterday, we hit it right on the 4 p.m. opened. Boom. There you go. Right there and then we hit it good. And then we went back, and at 9:30 we had this. In fact, one of the members posted a picture, and it was this high right here. So posted a screenshot or whatnot, and I said, yeah, the engineering is looking pretty peak, right? I think it was this one actually. Yeah, it was basically this high like that, and it was this high, and in this high, right? And look what she wrote, yo. We went one shot, bang, like that, like one shot, yo. So that was that. Now, you could say, well done. We give you 50% for that mark. Cool. Now let's go down to the 1 minute. Oh, by the way, you see these gradient prices? Again, for those who are here and for those who are on the way, by the time you see this, we talked about 7 to 7:30, previous day, right there, okay? And boom. That's it. Very simple, no stress, no complaints. So you could add another 5% to that, right? Cool. So we're doing good. We could call that 55% for the day. Well done, Cap. Well, let's keep going. 1 minute time frame. For some weird, crazy reason, immediately, so while price was printing like that, I was saying to them, we do have to recognize some of these lows, okay? Very fair. So the high that swept, Ali is saying, so the high that swept above 730 was engineered to get tapped later. The charts don't lie, my brother. You know what you see. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so I was making note of those. I was making note of those lows, but I was making it plain. The horn is back. We're bullish. We are bullish, right? We are strictly bullish. And so we opened right out the gate at 9:30, like that. And between 9:30 and 9:31, before 9:31 closed, I told them we already have the controller involved because of the way it was printing at the time. So maybe some of you have seen or you've noticed that I've introduced 3 things that I would say are pretty advanced, right? I introduced the gateway. That was very rare. I introduced the controller. Okay, I know everybody loves that one. And then I also introduced or explained or what it looks like, recalibration. And based on those two, controller, recalibration, whatnot, yada yada yada, right out the gate, folks, I said to them, yep, we got controller in play right out the gate. And I was saying, yeah, price is gonna be trash. And look at this, folks. Look at this. Let me just give you like that, like all the way here. Look at this, folks. Look, like that. This is 9:30. Yeah, so look at all this. What is that? This is sideways. While this was printing in real time, I mean, the volatility was there. And I said to them right out the gate, like we did not even have 9:31 close yet. And I knew, yeah, we're going to have to struggle a little bit. Now, mind you, we're bullish. We are bullish. 9:30 open right there. You want to anticipate liquidity raise. You want your Judas, you want your manipulation, protraction, call it what you want. The point is, boom, we are that low at 9:30, we are that high at 9:30. Cool. And then we had 9:33, we took that low, and that was the low of the session. And this thing just started going higher. We had the bullish order block there. We had this wicks, flirting. Now, you guys are seeing that these are wicks, like boom, 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 boom. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. If you include this one, 7 of them in that range. It was about 7 of them. But in real time, you would not have known if this one was going all the way lower or if it was going to wick through. If this one was going to go all the way higher or if it was going to wick back. And I was like, in real time, folks, one by one, by one, by one, by one, by one. I was like, yep, price is trash. And then we go 942, and it went, and it just went. So now, we are bullish, mind you. But for some reason, we hit a target that I was aiming for. We hit 28,000. And then for some reason, folks, I started looking for bearish setups. It was weird. And I'm pretty confident. Even the guys were like, why is he's bullish though? God's honest truth, folks. Hands in the air. I started looking for bearish setups. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Has that ever happened to you before? It was so weird. I was looking for bearish setups. Now, admittedly, I got one here. Okay, I had the fair value gap there. I got this one there. It's like, okay, cool. There was a tiny little thing. And then, again, invalidation. Right? And then I got this one. So this one was pretty neat. It didn't come to the target I was looking for. But actually, no, sorry, it did. Because I didn't want the raid, but it came right here into the fair value gap. That was pretty neat. When ICT say you will mess it up because of human error, that's what he means. Yep, that is exactly what happened to me today. It was weird. Now, I did get the market maker sell model, so it was, in a way, it was neat, but it was so weird. I'm like, I'm bullish, and I'm mad bullish, by the way. Like, I was like, fully bullish, but for some reason it was weird. Anyway, price went higher, and then this one is the one that I really got. This one was the one that kind of basically covered all the faults, all the stop outs that I had on the side, and this one covered me. So it's like, okay, happy days. You come out the day, you do well, everything good. But what keeps getting on my nerves is, why was I looking for bearish setups when even I knew? Mind you, this is Mr. 100%. Mr. Control. He got it like that. It was weird. And they were watching me. It was absolutely weird. Even I thought it was a bit weird. But yeah, anyway, I thought, maybe that would be a pretty good disclosure to you guys. Just so you know that, number one, you can have it good like I do and still be, what's the word? Stupid, right? You can have it like I do and still be dumb. But what you need to do is low risk. When you find yourself in that situation, you need to low risk, and then you just need to trust in your ability. I wouldn't say stupid, I would say human. In capitals, Mr. Capital. He's probably the only one who Who types in capitals, by the way? But yeah, so it was like one of those. The direction was perfect, folks. I mean, like, let me show you. I'm gonna go to the 1 hour, just so you can see what I'm talking about. We were right here. So before the open, so this was last night. Last night I got my target. We had a perfect close, like right at it. It was beautiful, folks. It was fantastic. I think I was off. My close of the day was like off by a tick or something. It was 27260, and the close of the day was 27259.75. Yeah, one tick. So I was like, man, okay, cool. We gapped lower, we came higher. Now I was seeing this high, and this high. Easy. What's my first target? This high, right? The PM high from previous day. That's my first target. We got that right out the gate. My next high was Asia. Asia highs. We got that, boom, right out the gate. I'm happy. I'm seeing all the things that I wanted to see. We're taking liquidity. We're going through the 7 to 730 range, which is this quadrant, this quadrant here. Like, you can't see it on the 1 hour, but it's the 7 to 730 range drawn across. We're bullish, so I want to see it run through. Now you can see how we used it afterwards. Again, perfect use case. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, but for some weird reason, it was just, Anyway, so I say all that to say, if you ever do find yourself in a position where you are dumb, you have one thing that can rescue you. So what rescued me today? Well, it was the fact that I was leaning on my tools. Again, it was the inefficient, and the other thing as well that I guess maybe contributed to it was I wanted to share with the guys about something I called tracking on standby. I've talked about tracking. I've showed different ways of how to track. Like, say for example, if you want to track opening range gap, you're just gonna get the close of the RTH, or the regular trading close of the previous day, which is the 4/14/59 close, okay? And you're gonna get that price, and then you're gonna wait till 9:30 a.m. So let's say you're right at 9:20, you start tracking. So you get your fib, you get whatever you want to use, and you start tracking that previous day price, and you start tracking with current price to track the opening range gap. So, but that's tracking for opening range gap. What I wanted to introduce today, what I intended, what I did introduce today is a little bit different. It's actually a little bit more advanced in use. And to be honest, it was the first time I introduced it, but of course it's going to, I know it's going to help them. Because it's a logic. It's a logic, it's something that really, really helps, and it helped me. Now, I don't use it anymore, but the logic definitely puts a physical display or a physical annotation to a logic that I got. And so, yeah, that's what I did. And, we were using one of, what I call, tracking on standby, because, you're basically just trying to use it to track immediate current price. Like, you will literally know exactly what price is doing based on measurements in real time. So now anyway, I say all that to say, I was trying to display that, and then I was there, using something else as well, just trying to use because of a question, trying to take opportunity of a teacher moment, and it was all over the place. So maybe is that what contributed? Now, I'm not attributing my my failure of proper use in those candles today. I'm not attributing it to that, but was it a contributor? Maybe. I just think for some mad reason, it was weird. It's really weird. But anyway, Yeah, it's crazy how you can literally just start. You open the Discord. Typically, it's like, "Hey guys, how you doing?" You do the warm up, a couple of minutes, and then you get into analysis. Boom. Okay, this is what I expect to see today. Bang, 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 bang. And then literally, as we're speaking right now, bang, 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 bang is literally what's going on right now. Literally. Now, it looks like hindsight, but remember, this is way before. This is like at least 20 minutes before the open. So it's a weird one. But glory to God, glory to God. Let me read what folks are saying in the chat. What's good? Day is good. Yeah, I already read that. So the high sweep. Yeah, I already read that. The gateway was great. I appreciate you for sharing that. I have to study it a bit more. Yeah, gateway is one of those. Like obviously, I was just teasing it, but there are nerds. There are people who put in the time to study to, they do it for themselves, and that's okay. It's the same thing ICT does with us, right? He will introduce something, so now you know something does exist, and then he expects you to go do your study and make it work. I'm studying. I think XT is saying I'm studying 1 minute chart, clean chart. I'm crazy. Yes, crazy is the way, XT. XT, crazy is the way. There is no better way than crazy. If you ain't crazy, bro, you're definitely not doing 1 minute time frame. I've got about 6 minutes left, or less than 6 minutes, because I want to do silver bullet. Redeem myself or something. This man said, I had a question. Those implied gaps you used the wicks to demonstrate. However, can we use wick from one candle and body of another candle as well? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That would fall under speed of delivery. But you definitely can. In fact, I did that today or yesterday on Discord. You've got to be hungry. Yes, you've got to be hungry. Once said by a legend. How's he doing now, Mr. Brown? You've got to be hungry. Yeah, so many times. Oh yeah. When ICT say human error, that's what it means. I wouldn't say stupid. I'll say, yeah, I read that. Our brain, I don't know why, but I think that is dopamine. Yeah, dopamine for dope, bro. I think I was just being a dope. You gotta be hungry. I think I'm starting only to look for silver bullets, candle by candle. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Right, I know mark. So you mark the consequent encroachment, fib, order block, but I don't know what he is doing next. Like you, I'm just trying my best too. I'm just trying my best. English is trash. Don't worry, bro. Don't you worry. Your English is as good as my rapping. Yeah, I tried it today. It was good on 15 minutes. Very good. Yeah. No, definitely, absolutely. Wicks with body relationship. A relationship between mean threshold and consequent encroachment. It falls under the speed of delivery, but yeah, if you can, yeah, I would not discourage that if I were you, because I use that all the time. You probably saw me use it on YouTube the other day. That's what it was, right? Right, Usman? You saw me do it on YouTube. If you can speak on speed of delivery. Oh, okay. What about, give me a good, what about speed of delivery? What part? Because I mean, I could just go off something in my mind, but speed of delivery opened my eyes, says Jonathan. I'm glad. I am glad. I'm glad speed of delivery. Do we make this live stream about speed of delivery? Maybe we should actually, because then I can just change the title, and we could do a speed of delivery live stream. Hey, yo, Mr. Pippi, man, when are you doing a space, bro? Like, I've got some mad topics. You need to bring it back, man. You need to bring it back. I mean, my time zone is even worse now, but I'm like 2 hours even worse now. But y'all need to go DM Mr. PP Banks, yo. Where the space is at? People are starving. People are starving, yo. Number one, cryptic. I'm not cryptic. Come on. I'm not cryptic, guys, am I? Come on now. I'm not cryptic. Need for speed. What? Where's George? I don't know. He DM'd and he apologized. To be fair, he DM'd me, apologized, but I didn't reply or anything. But because to me it's like you ruined. You know what I mean? Like, you did what you did. Like, folks do stuff publicly, or they have a public effect, but then they want to apologize in private, and they expect, it doesn't match. But it's all right. We all like to satisfy ourselves in some way, shape, or form, but it's okay. Like, I have no hate for nobody. People make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all get over it, but there are consequences regardless. So, I ain't got nothing to say. The Lord is my witness. I trust in Him. He's my vindicator. Need for speed. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, okay. So, gentlemen, today's live stream is going to be about speed of delivery. PP said soon come. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, man, it's just, there's never any notes. You never know what you get. You never know what gets inspired, but there's always something. No messing up our stream again today. Paul Muniz said. No, actually, so here's the thing. I've learned a lesson. It's actually not totally their fault. It is my fault for trying to be too transparent. Because somebody might say something that obviously I don't like in the moment. But in trying to be transparent, I'm trying to read everybody's comment. So guess what I'm going to do moving forward? I just blank it, yo. I just blank it, and I let them give me those watch hours that I need. Yes. Wisdom. I've grown, folks. I'm growing. We're all growing, right? You got to learn how to use everything that God brings to your table, because He said, I will make a table for you in the presence of thy enemies. There's a wisdom in that. You got to have the maturity to be able to eat in the presence. You got to have the maturity, because you're trusting in God, that just because some people might not jive with you in the moment. Notice how I use that word, jive. Oh my God. There was a whole controversy. Oh man, people are weird, man. Anyway, we move on. In the presence, folks. In the presence. There are people that you think they'll be your best friends, and then eventually you'll be like, oh yeah, nah. Actually, yeah, so you learn. Wisdom. Watch hours. I have a personal goal. I have personal goals to achieve. I didn't realize that by actually kickstarting Algowick, now I'm actually establishing 4 different streams of skill and income. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize it. You've got your personal trading, personal activity. But I didn't realize that when you actually venture into a different, type of stream, like it's going to require a different level of skills. You're going to have to learn new things. You're going to have to, and I didn't realize how, it's all connected somehow. So all of a sudden, I've got 4 domains, like real domains, where each one, the potential is absolutely incredibly massive. So glory to God, man. This is what I'm trying to say and inspire you guys. And I'll get into speed of delivery in a minute. This is what I'm trying to inspire you guys. Like, if you have a skill, if you have something that you do, you should establish yourself. You should get out there and make something. I mean, you're not trying to cheat. Don't go around cheating people. Don't be a scammer. Have something solid that can really impact people's lives for good, for better. But like, don't be cheap either. Don't be free. It's a gift. It's a gift. And your gift will bring you before kings. That's what the Bible says. Your gift will bring you before kings. And guess what? Kings are people who don't mind dishing out the dosh. They don't mind because they know what value looks like. So if you're dealing with people who just want everything for free, you should tell you whether they're kings or, I don't know what the other name for someone who's not a king would be, but they'll be the opposite. I don't think it's a pleasant position to be in life. Anyway, speed of delivery. Let's get into it. No notes. There's no plan, no nothing, no. I had no clue, but shout out to Leak. There you go. I may talk about speed of delivery. All right, what is going on? Algorithmically, we know this thing. Think of an algorithm. Think of anything that has to be controlled by time. There's a job. There's a process. There's an agenda that is coded in. There are instructions that are coded in for price to be controlled. So here's the theory. You have buyers, you have sellers. If every buyer and every seller, if they are exchanging hands, if whether now maybe the seller or whoever it is, the market maker, maybe it's some liquidity provider, whatever it is, it really doesn't matter. Whoever it is that is allowing you and I to be able to take the trade or execute the trade successfully, whatever it is that is going on, we have to understand that if that connection, if that exchange is happening at a certain price, and somebody like me is saying, okay, I want price to go down to this specific level, and then I want it to turn at that specific level. I want it to do it. I want this exchange at this level to happen at this certain time. If you were telling me that I can dictate that candle by candle on a 1-minute basis, then something is wrong. Because I don't see any order books. I don't see anything that has to do with participants. I see nothing about volume. What you see on my chart is that. I don't see anything that's going on. What you see, all I see is candlesticks, folks. That's it. So clearly, in my world, orders don't exist. Volume doesn't exist. All these things don't exist. Now, I am not saying that these things ain't true. Okay? All I'm trying to say to you is that in my world, I don't see these things. And even if you're looking at order books and you're using these tools, the truth is you don't see the real deal. You don't really know what's going on. You definitely do not see the order book of 250 billion going left and right every day. You don't see that. So whatever market that you're trading, the truth is We don't really see, we don't really know. So something else must be going on, because number one, if you were insinuating that that is what controls the market, then that means I am dictating where and when buyers and sellers will execute way ahead of time. That cannot be the reason. So here's my belief. Here's what I think is going on. What I think is going on is there's an algorithm that is set to control price levels. Its job is price setting. That's it. There are different schematics. That's been the famous word, you know. I don't even ICT is using it now. Gee, the fangs are in. But anyway, there are different things that are set up for the exchanging of buyers and sellers, for the buy side to be able to participate with the sell side. I'm not talking about buy side liquidity raise. I'm talking about real industry terms. You're gonna have to go look it up if that's something maybe you don't fully understand. But what I'm saying is this, right? Algorithmically, this thing is coded. Now, on the charts, how a candlestick prints. Let's look at this current one, and we use that as an example, and we'll get into it. How this current candlestick is printing. It is based on speed. You're going to be able to see how it jumped from right there, you know, up there, and then back to the open, and then notice the flickering there, and notice how often it fluctuates. That is an example of speed. Now, what's going on there on the 1 minute basis, if you go down to the nanosecond, there's so much going on. So here's the funny thing, right? On Discord, one of the guys, he was doing his exercise, but he was using the top step data. And on the top step data, it was like it was going. I mean, it was all over the place. It was still recording the same thing as my chart, but it was moving a lot more different. And they could see it. And I said to them, that's an example of manipulation. That's how you know that these guys, these prop firms, they're not using real data. It's demo. They're using simulated pricing, which is not even the real thing. It's not what you see. It's not what you pay for. Although it is attributed, but it's not even the thing. Because the way it was moving, it was so weird. Even though we're all trading the same thing. So, you know, maybe that's a little bit of gem or, you know, nugget for those who are into those kind of things. But if you want to find out, go into your Top Step account, go into that data, and then look at how the candles print, and then compare them to, you know, say the one that you actually pay for in the futures market. You're going to see a major difference. That's one. But anyway, what I'm saying is speed of delivery, how the candle is printing in itself. If you look at how this is moving, remember when I posted about, you know, the 60 candle count? If you notice how this candle is printing, it's like it's moving every 1 second. Pay attention to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's almost like every 1 second you get so if you look at it on the 1 second chart, you're going to see this move. You're going to see the movement. But here's the funny thing, right? Sometimes you're going to get that. It's like it's going to move twice in a second, like bang, bang. But we don't have a 0.5 second chart. We ain't got it on TradingView. So what's going on there? Speed of delivery. That's just based on the candlestick in itself. And guess what? I'm only looking at this on the 1 minute chart. So how am I supposed to know what's really going on when you can't see it on the 1 second? You're not going to see it on the 1 second chart, folks. Because I know a lot of people, well, some people were probably thinking, well, maybe I can understand recalibration if I go to the lower time frame. And I said, nah, it ain't that. It is not that. If you think you can understand, spirit based on, it's like, okay, you can try, but I know exactly what I need to know. Do you ever consider the tick chart? No, I do not look at anything tick chart. None of that. This is the only one that I use right here. I don't use any of the other ones. Any of the other ones. Because it depends, number one, it depends on what's your setting. What setting? Is it 50 ticks? Is it 100 ticks? What setting is the right one? Is it 200? Is it 500? So no, I do not use tick charts. But back to what I was saying, based on the way we're printing right now, we jumped from there all the way to there, but now you can't see it. Just pay attention to how it jumps. How it jumps tells you a lot, but that's price. How quickly and how far it jumps, that's time. How quickly, folks. Now, the question is, about tick chart. If you were using a tick chart or something and you were just, let's say like one tick or something like that, then you're probably going to get like every tick, like right? You know what I'm saying? But, but basically the point is, speed of delivery just has to do with how the delivery is being distributed or being offered, or how price is being offered. Now, you can say that the candlesticks that we're looking at is the actual truth. It's only printing after the fact. So there's an exchange. There's there's a buyer and a seller. They've agreed on a price, and the first contract that is agreed is what's going to be registered. And then the number of volume based on that price. So that first contract, so let's say they agreed at 201.50. The first contract, that's what's going to record on your chart. But the amount in terms of contract at that specific price to be executed within that time, you don't know. I don't know. I don't see. It makes no difference. Because when you see that what is being registered is just that price, like this is the first, at that time, at that nano moment, that's what's being registered. Every closing price, unrealized close price, every unrealized close price that you see, it is based on that contract. It's like boom, boom, boom. That's what's going on. So once you fully understand that, it allows you to understand, okay, I get the time side of things and I get the price side of things. Now, how do you merge them? We use premium and discount arrays, or in other words, price delivery arrays. That's how I like to use it. Yes, it's premium and discount arrays, but price delivery arrays, just PDA, like it sounds better, right? Like price delivery arrays. It sounds algorithmic, because sometimes the PD array is gonna print not in premium, or anyway. You get my point, right? English. The point that I'm trying to make though is speed of delivery for me. After understanding all these things, it does sound better. What sounds better? I can't remember what I said. But yeah, so after all these things, considering the fact about time, the fact about price, and you bring it and you merge these concepts together, because we can see them on the charts every single day, it allows you to then understand how PD arrays form. It is how PD arrays form. That's what speed of delivery is about. Oh, price delivery arrays, I know, right? That's the key. It is how they form. It's how they form, because the how in which a PD array forms is going to tell you how fast or slow. And once you understand what's going on, it allows you to get the internals of the coding. It allows you to know when something is deactivated. I talked about this yesterday. I spoke about deactivation for the first time, I think this is last year, maybe last year summer, one of the spaces. And then I also mentioned it in a very small group. I mentioned it to people in private. And then I even posted about it in April. It is deactivation. And the reason why it's not deactivated, the reason why it's called deactivation is because these prices or these levels or these PD arrays, the algorithm will refer to them again. So it's never deleted. There's no such thing as deletion. The algorithm doesn't delete nothing. It's transferring. It's like I log this price at this time for this whatever reason, for this purpose. Then it's going to refer back. That's why when you do a look back, you're going to get exactly to the tick specific prices. And you're like, wow, that's very interesting that when I do a look back in hindsight or whatever, it manages to just fit. Why that specific inefficiency? Why that specific mean threshold price? Why that specific high? Why that specific low? When you do a look, these prices will mark. It is because algorithmically it is referring to that specific price. And then once the moment, so let's say for example, it used initially, let's say 4 hours ago or 1 hour ago, in the initial use was for buy-side delivery, buy-side objectives. Algorithmically, it's going to log that price because it is in the objective. So it's like the bigger function is to deliver this specific purpose. Cool. But then on the way back, it's going to use the same price for a different purpose, for a different delivery objective. And then we say, oh, that's a balanced price range. Or that's a balance. It's like it was offered buy side, it was offered sell side. So therefore, now it is buy. It's like, nope. I didn't want it. That's not what it is. It has nothing to do with anything to do with orders. Nothing to do with orders. Because the liquidity side of things is totally different. The order management, I remember posting about, how the institutions, it was Citadel, and they were doing, it's a clip from a documentary. And in the documentary, they're talking about how there's an entire department dedicated towards order management, just making sure orders flow correctly. Not for profit, nothing. Just making sure orders flow correctly. And those people, they definitely don't control what's going on. That's a fact. Because they don't even do it for profit. They don't even do it whether, price is going higher or lower. They don't care. It's the same thing as liquidity providers. Liquidity providers are there to make sure that your executions, they execute correctly. Right? That's just the truth. I mean, these are things that we're all learning in documentaries, right? So what I'm just trying to say is that, it is very healthy and it is very important for all of us to know what's going on. It is very important. God it is. Oh, I like that name. God it is. What strategy do you trade, bro? I trade ICT concepts. So, ICT concepts, SMC, whatever you want to call it. I don't call it SMC, but ICT, inner circle trader. I trade inner circle trader. That's what I trade, ICT. But yeah, so once we understand what's going on, it allows us to get a peek. So now you have a foundational logic of what the reality of what's going on, and then you transpose that to the charts, And that's how you see the inner workings of what's going on. So when I then say speed of delivery, specifically when we're talking about ICT, it is how the PD array is built. It has nothing to do with how fast, it's like, one direction. Like, let's say, for example, I'll give you an example. A great example is here. We opened right here, 9:42, and it just started going. It just started going. Yeah, it needs to get there at a specific time. That is an angle of speed of delivery. It is. But how do you make use of that to be able to stay in control? How do you make use to be able to know that by 9:50 or by whatever time, what time was that high when I was looking? Yeah, it was 10:31. So come 10:30 open, I'm looking left, I'm looking left. I'm like, where's the low? Where's the high? There's the high. We open right here. You want to go lower? You need a tag. It tagged, and look at that. Look at what it was using. Look at the opening prices. The closing price right there. Look how precise that is. And you guys will hear me say things like, what time is it? What time is this candle? What time is this candle? It's because I'm using time to anticipate speed of delivery as well. Because I'm thinking, well, if it is, let's say, for example, if it is 10:32, we're 2 minutes in. Well, this is the third candle, sorry. So we're 3 minutes in. So if we're 3 candles in, there are certain things that I need to check. There's certain things that I want to happen. So it's 10:32. I'm waiting. Okay, by 10:50, where do we need to be by 10:50? What needs to happen by 10:50? And between 10:32 and 10:50, for example, I'm thinking, okay, if I want to see a specific sequence, then I need to see this happen and then that, and I know for sure that I've got 18 candles to go. I can understand or anticipate how many candles will I need to see to do certain things before it then goes my direction. Or it could be in the grander scheme of things, it could be how many candles do you need to see to go sideways? Just so it can allow. And then we call that time distortion. I'll give you a great example. And, because I talked about time distortion yesterday. What happened here? 9:42 to 9:50. What if that is time distortion, folks? Just entertain the idea for a second. What if this is time distortion? But it doesn't look like it, does it? Because all we're seeing is price. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In 9 candles, one direction. Clearly, there's something wrong there. And the distance that it went, something ain't right about that. So there's definitely distortion in regards to time. You just answered the question I was about to ask. What was the question? What was the question, Jonathan? But yeah, like something is definitely wrong in there. So this idea that time distortion, it's when we have consolidation and price is not doing anything. What do you mean price is not doing anything? We know in consolidation that range is balanced. Isn't a balanced, market what we're looking for? It's perfect. When a range is balanced, it's perfect. Consolidation that everybody complains about, price is trash. It's going sideways. It's not doing anything. It's a tight range. Yeah, that's actually what perfect is. So you could not say time distortion is a problem. Time distortion is not a problem. It's an application. It's a way, it's a technique. That's why I said that's why I asked yesterday. In regards to, I mean, we're speaking about speed of delivery now, but I asked yesterday regarding time distortion, what is the PD array? What is the PD array for time distortion? What? There's a P. Oh, yes. Go do your homework. Go do your homework. It's an application, folks. Time distortion was never about the fact that, at least, the original intent. It was never about, like it's an application. It's an application. So, when you say, and when anyone says time distortion has to do about consolidation, all these kind of things, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Right? Don't do that. Because you're actually talking about what is perfect. So there's no distortion in what's going on. So time distortion could not be a bad thing. Time distortion could not be about time, because what's actually going on is, ooh, you know what? Yeah, it's good. This is balanced. Assuming, based on the narrative of those who think time distortion is sideways pricing. It's never been about that. It is an application. I'll give you a great example. A buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, something like this, right here. We say that's a PD array. We say that's a gap. That's it's a gap because it's only bullish pricing. Right there. Okay, cool. But what's so special about it? It's just a fair value gap. But here's what people say is time distortion. Up here. Like that. Let's say, you get this range and then it just went sideways. This is what people say is time distortion, right? It's an application, folks. It's an application. Anyway, before I say things that I probably don't want to say, it is an application. So that tells you, like this range up here between, what's that time? 10:29 and 10:42. Between 10 to, well, let's use 10:28. Between 10:28 and 10:42, that's a perfect market. That is, within that, there's no problems there. Everything there is correct. There's no problems. All perfect. So how is it time distortion? It is an application. So you have to go figure out, if it's an application, how do we apply the concept time distortion? Boom, shaka, laka. I bet some people didn't even think about it like that before. But that's why we're doing YouTube, right? It's free on Twitter, a little bit of prompt on Twitter, a little bit of more articulation on YouTube, because I get to speak and stuff, and then we give the real deal in the back end. You get me? It is what it is, folks. So yeah, anyway, I hope that explained something about time distortion. So yeah, so regarding how PD arrays then form, you have an order block. Oh yeah, that's the point I wanted to make about fair value gaps. Let me go back to it. So right here, like that. It takes 3 candles for this to form. Now we could say, oh yeah, that happened between 10:26, 10:27, and 10:28. Okay, cool. But also, what if these times in real time, because maybe you didn't know, what if that was a consolidation? What do you do with that? It's in how the PD arrays form. Between what time and what time? Like, why did that candle have to close at the closing price that it did? Right there. Why not lower right here? Why didn't it close at the intended 50% there? Why didn't it do that? Now, you could say, well, it's gonna do what it's gonna do, on its own, like nobody can tell. It's like, okay, cool, no problem. Then how is it that we can do it candle by candle on Discord? And guess what? Two gentlemen today, not me, okay? So nobody come accuse me of anything. Two gentlemen, young men, 15-minute drills, and they nailed it. They nailed it. They used different concepts that really stood out to me. And they both nailed price action. One of them used speed. He wanted speed of delivery. And actually, both of them did use speed of delivery. So the first guy, what he did was he wanted speed of delivery, but in terms of fast delivery. The other guy, what he did was he used speed of delivery, but he wanted slower delivery. Still, there's a target, but both of them, they use different concepts of speed of delivery. Imagine that. They literally said it. Their own words, not me. Their own articulation, not me. It really impressed me today. I was so impressed. I was very impressed. I was like, okay, we're cooking now. There's a level of control, and the level of control that they showed, these guys, they've done these drills, but this time you could tell something is going on. It was impressive. Not only was it impressive to me, but it was impressive to all the other people that were there. And they got to see it. Why? Because the information that they're getting is working. And it's not just working in anybody's hands. It's working in regards to control. So I'm there in the ear. It's like, okay, why that? So what do we need to see next? I don't want no hindsight. Yeah, well, we just got this candle. The candle we just got already gone. We don't want to look back. Yeah, we know what we just got. So, okay, now that we got that, this is what's next. And what's next means we're going to see this next. After that, boom, boom, boom. It's like you're connecting the dots before it even gets there. And you're doing that candle by candle. It's like you're 3 steps forward every time. 2 steps forward every time. Now, that's a level of control that I think, and I ain't gonna lie, man, it was a little scary, if I'm being honest. It was a little scary because I'm like, man, these guys are gonna wash me out. Like, yo. I was like, whoa. If you guys can do this already in 3 weeks, it took me 8 years. 8 years, folks. 8 years. 150 euros, brother. 9 spaces left. 150 euros a month. Boom. But yeah, so, you're going to have to do that transit. I live in Europe. You're going to have to look. Well, like, I think on Warp, they do, like, you get the, I don't know, the exchange or whatever. Something like that, anyway. I mean, I had to figure it out when I was playing ICT. What? Yeah, in 2021. So whatever the inflation or whatever was at the time. But anyway. So right now, what we got is. So hopefully that answers, a little bit about. Hopefully that answers a little bit in regards to speed of delivery. It's a pretty good concept. It helped me a lot. What I just don't, first come, first serve. I can't cheat. I can't cheat, bro. You know what I mean? What did Gordon Gecko? What did he say? Who knows the quote? Gordon Gecko. Gordon Gecko in Wall Street. What was the quote? Something about speed. Oh, but yeah, no. Honestly, I'm having a great time. I'm having a really good time. The quality of people that are signing up, I genuinely think it's God, man. Honestly, there's something special about it. Like these are hungry people. People that are just hungry for real information, things that work. And I think, and I've said this before, I think it has to do with the fact that folks are just hurt with bad information, man. People are hurt with bad information. Anyway, it is 2:38. Thank you for so you got a little bit of theory, education, you got a little so let's try and see if we can do a little bit of razzle dazzle. So we got 130 here, this candle. That's where we opened. And here we are. Here we are, new candle. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna take this one off, and then I'm gonna use this line like that, if I can get it like that. So that's the opening price. That's the opening price, people. Where we at? We are this low, like that, and then we've got that eye. Well, we got this eye. I'm gonna have to use this eye. 119, yo, 119, yeah. So why am I annotating the price? This specific line, this horizontal line to the right, it's the opening of 230. Simple, nothing complicated. There's nothing nerdy about it. But why? It's because I want to know within 230 and 330. Okay, I'm gonna have to take this back. Yeah, okay. Within this time, like that, I want to know where is my low hanging fruit for buy side and sell side. This is what you do, right? Low hanging fruit, you want to get the highest high or relative equal highs, and then you want to get your exaggerated low. Very simple. Low hanging fruit. There's no stress about it. And then you want to start studying how we open. We've opened bearish mean threshold right there. And then we've gone to take this low hanging fruit. This is the initial one. Okay, so when you're looking back, it's like boom, boom, right, boom, chicka, chicka, boom, boom, right there, volume imbalance right there. This is your deactivation. That's what it's called, bro. It's called deactivation. Okay? Because I know some of these guys, they're watching me, man. They're watching me. It's called deactivation. You get me? Yeah, ICT is the one who taught that. You get it? It's called deactivation. Boom. That's how you do that. That's how you do it. Okay, so anybody ready for some candle prediction? No more education. No more education. All right, so it is 2:41, and it's about a couple seconds to the to 2:42. I'm here for the vibes. Hey, we here for the vibes. Here for the vibe. We here for the vibes. Let me tell you something, baby. Yeah, for the vibes. Everybody want we here for the vibe. Vibe. Yeah, for the vibes. Everybody wants to stay alive. Yeah. 5 alive. Have you ever drank that 5 alive? Let me tell you something. No lie. You goes alive. Yeah, man. We here for the life. Okay, so here's what Mr. Usman is talking about. We getting that buddy, yeah. We get that buddy, yo. Now check this out. Yeah, we get that body, we get that body, we get that close above that body. No, look good for that body. You get me? So pay attention, because we got that low like that. Now, you want to see that low, the closing price above there? Ooh, you're going to get that rejection block. You get me, yeah? You get me? Because we got lows 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we got that low. We got 1 low, we got 2 low, and then we got 3 low. You see? Boom, touch. The 50% of that body, we call that Usman 50%, yeah? We call that the Usman, yeah. Usman halfway, you get me? All the way from Mr. Dubai. Do you want to buy Dubai? Everybody want to go to Dubai, yeah. I'm sure you guys are like, wait, what? What is he chatting about? 20 seconds, man. Touch that thing. There you go. There you go. Touch that thing, man. Told you, fam. We got this low, we got that low, and we got that low. Back to back to back. Now, touch that thing. Why? It's called a build up. They build it up so they can bring it down. That's what you call that thing, yeah? Candle by candle, Dubai. You get me, yeah? They bring it up to bring it back down. That's how it's done. They cook the thing. Have you ever cooked a thing? Yeah. You gotta cook a thing, yo. No most. Hey, what's good? Welcome, brother. How are you doing? We're trying to cook a thing, candle by candle. So, we wanted to see the body close above that. We wanted to see the lows be building. Yeah? Yeah, man. It's okay, man. You know, man. Yeah. Good to see you. Yeah, so, now, here's what you're going to get. Let me show you something. You see what I'm... nope. Control Z. Here's what I'm talking about, folks. Close above to the opening price. Boom. Touch. Yeah? That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Anybody want to see Event Horizon? I might as well show you guys Event Horizon, man. You see that? Boom shakalaka, yo. Oh, no. We got to use... Look at that. ICTs. Octans, baby. I'm committing the unfathomable sin right now. Unforgivable. You see that? Octants. That's the octant thing. You see the octant thing? Yeah, man. Okay, now we can take that off. 106. Usman said 106 to 111. And any interesting thing in there? 106. Where's 106? 106. 106 is here to 111 is here. What about it? What about 106 to 111, sir? What about it, my friend? What about it? You know what's funny, Pip? I put that because of you. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Oh, you say Octans time to go, countdown lost it. I'm telling you, man. Oh, yeah. My eyes. It's the quadrants are already they're already a thing. But man, octants, I literally just, click them, eights, delete them. It's like it I feel like it's sinful. Although to be fair, folks, um, to respect to all the that's the beauty. To be fair, folks, with respect to traders who traded on the floor, yeah, we need to look into octants. In all fairness, now on the charts, yeah, that's how I see octants on the charts. But to be fair, with all due respect to the legends that that have really played it before us, octants are a real thing. Yeah, they're a real thing, folks. So I have to give honor where honor is due. But on my charts, bro, that's where it stops. Anyway, so what we have is we have this busy and we have this inefficiency right there. What's going on there, folks? Look at that. Remember that? The opening price. The opening price is literally the first presented order block. Forget everything on the left, folks. First presented bearish order block. Look at the sensitivity right there. Look at that, folks. Look at that. 1, 2, boom. The opening price. So here's my question to you. Whatever your specific opening price is, what PD arrays do they give you? Have you ever considered that? Have you ever considered what PD arrays your opening prices give you? Because that's what it's about, right? So we can use it to predict the next thing. I'll give you an example. You have this gap open, this close to this open, and then you have this close to this open. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that? Wouldn't you consider that a form of suspension? If you have suspension, what do you think is going to happen there? Have you seen me talk about suspension plays? Let's play suspension plays, y'all. Boom, boom, like that. What are we doing? Actually, I'm going to take it off, and then I'm going to use the actual, so we can know what it is. There you go. There's your suspension play. There you go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Suspension play, people. You see that? Oh, oh, oh. Bang down. Look at that, folks. How do you like your steak, gentlemen? Because I like mine well done. Okay? I like mine well done, baby. I told you. They build up a team. Is it making sense? They build it up to do what? So how do you play that? You just want to gauge the range. That's all you want to do. Do you ever have any guarantees? Like you're the market maker? No. Do we ever have any guarantees? No. If we're being honest. But the PD arrays, they can help us know what the next candle will do. I told you suspension plays. This is what suspension play is. That's literally what it is. You see the thing? You see the way the thing attract the thing? Yeah? Look at that. I'm telling you, when I posted about suspension plays on my Twitter, folks didn't believe. I know that for a fact. It's like, oh, he's talking about something about suspension. What does suspension play mean? It's when you have a vacuum, it's going to act as a black hole. And they're so annoying. Suspension plays have something to do with controlling price. It's a fact. Suspension play baked in to suspension play is the controller function. It's not the controller, but baked into suspension plays is control. And as you can see, you know, now I've talked about these things so many times. So when I see them, I'm just like, okay, you know, do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your dance. Boom. Shakalaka. You see that? What do you want to see right here? What do you want to see in the discount? You want to see a discount. Why am I talking in Caribbean language, folks? Which one of you guys infected me? Who's putting me on the Caribbean spirit, man? So we got the tap discount 1, tap 2. Believe me, when this thing comes back again, it's not a good sign. It's not a good sign for this low, and it's not a good sign for that low. That's my suspicion. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. It's my suspicion. It's not financial advice. No signals. No signals. Okay? No signals now. We don't give no signals. We don't want to give no financial advice. Just know yesterday's price is not today's price. Trading performance always changes every single moment, okay? So your yesterday's performance will never be like today's performance. That's what they tell you. But you know what I mean? I gotta say these disclaimers, right? You see that fluctuation right there? If you look on the tick chart, they'll tell you it's a tick chart thing. Well, I tell you, it is based on speed of delivery. That's what I tell you. So what PD array do you want to see in here? Oh, 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 boom, ba. Jonathan said, brother, I was studying suspension plays yesterday. It's like praying. The next day church service is about your prayer. You know how it is, man. You literally never know what you get with me. I have no script. I genuinely have no script. I ain't got no script, man. Okay, so what PD array are we getting here? We got about 20, 25 seconds. You see that jump? Pay attention to the closing price. It's the jump. It's the jump. It's the jump you're going to see. It's the jump. Pay attention to the jump, folks. It's the jump. I like this shadow. The shadow is going to attract the jump. You see that jump? I told you the shadow is going to attract the jump, folks. Did you see that live? Is it jumping? Is it jumping, folks? Oh, Cappuccino Jones. Is it jumping? Is it jumping, man? What PD array is that? Look at that. What PD array do you want to get in there? What's that? At the closing of this candle, you know, say this candle closes at a sell candle. What PD array is that? Like right now, isn't that a suspension block? Isn't the suspension block functioning like a kangaroo? What? Kangaroo? Oh my days. You guys are throwing me off, man. Kangaroo. Now let me show you something. Again, just so we know what we're dealing with, okay? We have this low, no problem. 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 What do you possibly think they're doing? What could be the possibility of what's being done there? What could possibly be going on there, gentlemen? I present to you, somebody is cooking up something. There's a chef in charge. Somebody is cooking something for 3 p.m. They're cooking up something for 3 p.m. And this is the problem we have. We still have this suspension there. We only wicked into it like 1, 2, so there's that as well. But while they're building up the team, yeah, while they're building up the team is doing kangaroo model, okay? Kangaroo model while they're building up the team. So pay attention, folks. Let's keep studying. Actually, I do want, because we're above it now, I'm just going to take that PD array off because it's an inefficiency, or at least it was. I mean, it is to be fair. But that's what suspension play looks like. Boom, boom, the shadow. So I'm going to take that shadow and I'm going to extend it to 330 as well. So we've got 1, 2, well, technically it's, you know, but we've got 1, 2, and 3, like that. Immediate concern. Immediate concern. This is your range, folks. Are you getting any bissies? Are they giving any bissies? Look at this close and look at that open. Now, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Right there. See the way this candle close? Look at this close. Close to open. Right there. Now, that's perfect delivery. There's no problems here. No problems there. Algorithmically, it's looking at it like, oh, I did a good job there. I closed there and the next candle opened. There's a gradual flow in delivery. So that's why I'm saying to you, it's a bad man team. We are that low. We got that low, low, low. They're building it up, man. Control Z. Actually, I can take this off, right? Because we don't need a. It was just, you know, for the buddy, right? Okay, so we got 3 p.m. You want very quick delivery. You don't want no lingering. You don't want no, you know, like sideways mounting. You want quick go, like early. Why? Let me show you. You see the thing? We've been sideways the entire session, like that. 3 p.m. Boom. Right there. We need a quick mounting. So you've got 10 minutes to give me that quick mounting, yeah? Give me that quick mounting. Give me that Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt movements. Boom. Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. We got Bissy. And it's taking that high. You see? Like that. Right there. So here's what you got. You got this high and you got that low. Like that. Immediately, 3 opened. Right here, went for that high. Very, very interesting. What's being created here? 1, 2, 3. Went for that one. What you want to see is a tiny, like without speed, like that. So assuming this is like a slower delivery, what you want to see is a fair value gap. It does a little thing there. And then towards 310, it goes up, like, you know, to take this high. So, excuse me, gentlemen, 207. 207.50, right? Yeah, 207.50. That's a 151 high. So a macro for a macro. There you go. A macro for a macro, gents. Ooh, look at that. Assuming without speed. I like it. I like it. I like it. They build it up. That's what we want to see. This is what when you see what's it called, liquidity engineering. Sometimes we fall under the mentality that when you see liquidity being engineered, that it has to take it right away. It's like, nope, that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. You gotta store up. You gotta store up the crops in the storehouse. You know, because before the seven skinny cows, before the seven skinny cows comes the seven fat cows. If you know your Bible stories, you know what I'm referring to. First, they're gonna build it up. It's gonna be lots of food, lots of harvest, lots of blessing, abundance of crops, plenty in the land. They're gonna build it up, and then the second, 7 years, skinny cows. Boom. People said before it can be engineered, it has to be bars on bars. Before it can be engineered, it has to be generated, like a generator. Remember back in the day, did any of you guys ever have a generator in your house? If you've ever had a generator in your house, put I in the chat. I definitely did. I grew up with generators. I grew up with generators in Nigeria. Some of them were loud. Some of them were loud, man. They were loud as hell. But yeah, you got to generate, you got to instigate. You got to allow these institutions to institute. You get me? It's what they got to do. Okay, let me get back to my candle by candle. So what did we have right here? Now we took the highs, just like annotated. We had a range. We had a low or discount. And I told you we have this low, that low. They engineer to do a bad man thing. Take it up to set it up. So you got to set it up, right? I like this view better. I like this view way better, folks. I'm enjoying myself. Are you guys enjoying myself? Wait, what? Are you guys enjoying yourself? Boom, I like that. You see that flickery? I like that flickery. That's a good flickery. Another flicker to the open is not a good sign for this up move. You see that? Good. I hope you guys are. Yep. You see that right there? Now that's what I'm talking about. Next candle opens. Hit this one. There you go. Right there. You see that? So what do we have again? We have the same thing we have here. We have there. And you can see what they're doing, folks. So you take this one like that. Oh, you see that? Oh, y'all seeing that? Oh, look at that. It's the same thing. People. Y'all seeing that? I know you're seeing it. It's the same thing. So basically, what am I talking about? The same thing you see here is the same thing you see here. That's just a fact. You see that? Boom. So expansion. That's what that is. Into, let me see, what's on the left? Because I'm in discovery mode now. Okay, so we have bearish order block here at 1031. And we have another one. We do have these equal highs, these two candles with that, and that. We do have this one here from Monday. Monday's high. Monday. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Monday PM. My bad. We have that high. We have these there. That would be wild. That would be actually crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That would be crazy. Like, what are we talking about? We got, yo, that would be mad though. It's like, that's basically Tuesday high, right? Or am I tripping or something? Okay, so we got yesterday's high right here, like that. That is interesting. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just put a line right there. They set the thing up, yeah. They set it up nice. All right. So what you want to see is you want this candle. If it can close below this high, that would be okay. It's not a bad man activity. You got 5 seconds. Why is it hanging there? What? Did you see that hang? Yo, this thing was hanging there, man. It was hanging there like crazy. There you go. Now we officially took yesterday's high. In fairness, that's what I wanted for AM, but I guess I got that wrong. Yeah, today is a weird day. I'm telling you. If I'm being honest with you, today's a weird day. So what we got is, got this right there, like that. This is gonna be used for sure. I mean, you've got 1, 2, 3. So this is gonna be referred to. So there's no fears about that. Boom. And ooh, come on. Yep. Pow. That is a weird touch. What time is it? 3:10. Look at that. There you go. 3:10. What did I want to see by 3:10? I wanted to see some lingering something. It did not give that. It definitely gave a whole wild. I mean, this was what, about 70 handles at 3:10. But it's cool, man. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like just going, yo. Bullish for sure. You build up a team. We track. What's that price? 280, 282, 282 right there. No, 282 is there. Almost back to, yeah, I know, Usman. Like that NWOG, I ain't gonna lie. It's a real draw, man. It's a real draw. That NWOG is a real draw. Just like that, you start getting it like this. So this is an unrealized BC. It's still printing. It hasn't confirmed yet, but it's unrealized. Why am I drawing that? Because I want to see how. Let me just get it now before it does it. So right there, I want that area to be used to then make contact with this one. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I want this area, the discount of the fifth one, the fifth BC, to make contact with this one. And that in itself is 266 to 241. So that's like what, 25 handles? Yeah, 25 handles. Because otherwise, man, that NWOG is like in charge, bro. That NWOG is gonna have me. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, guys. I don't know if you, any thoughts? Anybody have a different thoughts? Anybody think it's gonna go one shot, bow, like that? I do like the little bit of lingering that it's doing. Because 10, 11, like that. So we're just waiting for an actual, what's it called? Busy. So this one touches it like that. It's a good sign for me. I don't know. I'm back in control. Touch it. Almost, man. Oof. You need to touch it first. Touch and through. Okay, very good. Now touch and through. That's it. Touch and through. Horse smacker. Horse smacker, bro. I'm telling you. Like it's gonna rip my face off in a minute. That's kind of what I'm saying basically. But I do like I like the fact that you did touch it here. And then now I want to see a close through. So in about 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, close through. Nice. Now give me this fair value gap here. Like fair value gap here into the discount of this fair value gap of this BISI. So the dark blue, the shadow, the darker blue area that you guys can see, I would like that to be contacted. Okay, so we touched the thing, the fair value gap, the unrealized range of the fair value gap. This would be, nope, Control Z. This would be the realized, like that. That would be the unrealized at the time. So that could be a weak order block, like you mentioned before. Troll order block. What? Is that what you called it? Troll order block. It's actually not a bad name. It's not a bad name, you know. Yeah, troll order block, huh? Yeah, so what you want to see is this. Go in there. Come on now. Touch your thing, man. Why are you trying to slow me down? Yeah, I know. There you go. Okay. Now touch a thing. Come back out a little bit unrealized. Just come back outside. Okay, now go back in and discount. Yeah, go back in and go back in, man. You've come outside. Now go back in. Come back in, man. Discount. Just touch this lower part. Oh my days, yo. They're trying to troll me. That's what's going on right now. Troller block. A troller. That does actually work. That's a troller, bro. Oh, gee, it doesn't roll off my tongue like that, does it? A troller block, bro. You see what I mean? So I want to see this shadow, because honestly, you can see how it came into the shadow range like that, and it's going back higher. But anything like below this low now, any return below this low is no good. Trust me, you don't want to see that, because it's going to give you a breaker, a bearish breaker type print. So this one looks like it wants to create a bearish breaker like that. So if it does go ahead and creates a, you know, like a high, and then does a comeback around and even makes contact with that discount area, that's not good for bullishness. But the plot thickens, right? Because if I'm being honest, man, this thing, it does look like NWOG, doesn't it, folks? Is this the day? Is this the day? You know? This is the day we put on YouTube at the name of this video, Cap Gets It Wrong. Boom. Nah, I gotta cheat. I gotta cheat, man. I gotta cheat. I gotta use some tools, some magical tools. Ooh, okay. Look at the theme. Look at that. Yep, that's it. Leave it now. That's it. Leave it. Go higher. Take this high. Don't be doing equal eyes nonsense, man. Just take the high, bro. That's it. Go higher. There you go. There you go. That's it. That is it. Take that high. There you go. That's it, bro. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. You know what it is. Bullish order block. That's what we mean. Yeah, 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 yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Pa, pa, pa. Boom, boom, boom. Pa, pa. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. That's it. That's what I mean. Oh, gentlemen. Look what's going on here. No busy in charge, yo. What's going on? Are you telling me? Are you telling me they're trying to troll? Yo. Oh, yo. Really? Are you seeing what's going on, gents? Look at this candle. Gapped open like that and then went to touch the other side. How is that a good sign? The plot thickens, gentlemen. I like this the more. Like this shadow. You know that, ICT shadow? Yeah, I like it the more. You see that right there? Let me zoom in. Let me elongate the chart, yeah? You see that thing? You see the Bodman thing? We have 50% right there. That is 50%, right? Where's that horse, yo? The horse is right here. The horse is here. Oh, okay. Okay. Don't tempt a man now. You get me, yeah? Don't you dare now. Don't you start tempting a man like. Oh. Don't tempt a man now. Don't you dare tempt a man. You see what's going on, folks? You have a bearish order block right there. Sending price lower to make contact with its opposing opening price right there. You see that? Where are those 2022 people? If you are a 2022 trader, put I in the chat. You are a 2022 trader, put I in your chat. Go on, touch it, man. Do a touch man thing. There you go. There you go. There you go. I knew you wanted that. There you go. There you go. Where's your 2022 people? Come on, guys. I know you got to be in here. 2022 trader, put I in the chat. Everybody trades 2022. I don't think I've met any. Oh, he said I'm not. Look at this. Look at this, folks. So we got CB, we got another CB, we got a discount of, you see that? Look at that, folks. A nice and simple market maker sale model. Ahead of time, folks. Now, would you guys consider this to be a bearish breaker? I mean, would you say it looks like a bearish breaker right now? And if not, what would make you say no, this is not a bearish breaker? You see the contact in the discount of the specific, oh nope, Control Z, of the specific shadow. That's what I mean, folks. I'm trying to communicate something, that price can do what it wants, and we all know that. But if it was based on orders and volume and all these things, what you see on my chart right now is literally what I'm seeing is what you're seeing. We're all looking at the same thing, literally. Usman said, so we can predict a form of breaker formation in advance. Well, I mean, I kind of anticipated that this bullish order block will be rated, and we will see a contact of the discount, of the deeper discount of this shadow. We went higher. That's like what? From this low, 261, all the way to 298. So that's like 37 handles. 37 handles up, 37 handles down. So right now, the 2022 traders are definitely looking at, this is their entry right now. Like 2022 trader is in there right now, waiting for some sort of bearish order block to take them to this BISI. Right? Am I right or am I right? So bearish order block to this BISI is what, the 2022 trader is anticipating, right? I mean, I think so. I think so. I'm not a 2022 trader. Well, I guess we're all trading some sort of 2022, like somehow. Like maybe we're not using the fair value gap. Sorry, excuse me. Maybe we're not using the fair value gap as our entry, but my people know exactly what I showed them. I showed it. I talked about it. We painted. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Absolute control. Power of 3, that range was accumulation, then manipulation, now distribution. Let's see if it goes. Okay. Let's see if it goes, sir. Let's see if it goes. So power of 3, that range. Do you mean the shadow range or what range? Do you mean the entire range? Like from that low to high or something? What range do you mean, sir? Hey guys, what do you think is going to happen? Anybody want to throw in a prediction? Do you think price is going to go higher? Do you think it's going to go lower? Let's work together. Below range during liquidity engineering. Here. Like around 28,200 something? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean, sir? Yeah, so basically, oh yeah, oh, okay, right. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Well, let's see. We've got 3:30 to come back in. We want to see where we are at 3:30 open. Jonathan said back to 3 p.m. open price would be nice from here. 3 p.m. opening price. 3 p.m. opening price is right here. Okay. That is the distance. Yep, that would be nice for a sell. That would be nice. That would be a nice sell. However, I've got some insecurities, but that would be a nice sell, to be fair. You know, we're only looking for opportunities. We are only looking for educational opportunities. Right? Yesterday's price, not today's price. Just know this is a risky endeavor, and you can never be promised success. Make sure nobody promises you success. Only successful information, but they cannot place anything in your hands, as it is illegal to do so, to promise you success. But also, there are ways to know for sure, if somebody's information will guide you and put you in the right place. So I'm just waiting for 3:30 opening price, discount of this fair value gap. We have this busy as well. We have this one, we have this one, and we have this one. This one, how we treat this one encourages me to believe in this one. What am I talking about? How we treat the 308 right here encourages me to believe in this, like that. And I'm gonna make that orange, just because I like my oranges. Okay, so far you have seen me articulate the travels all the way from here, like that. You saw me want to create this busy. You saw me want this candle not to touch that, to go higher and take 317. You saw that it took this high, and then you saw this candle create the bearish order block like that, and you saw the CB, and you saw it, Control Z, and you saw it come back into this discount range when it was here. I think it was around 312, or maybe this low. No, I think it was, yeah, around maybe 314, 315. And you saw me do that. Boom, boom, like that. A proper market maker sell model. So this is where we open at 3:30. Okay. So I'm going to take this like that. Right? In the hope that this does not become a factor anymore. But let us see, because that's the discount of the shadow. Let's be done with it. Let us be done with it. And if you will go, let us be done with it. Right, so what we got now is 3:30, and we've got ooh, we do not want to see this weird formations, yo. That's not what you want. That's not what you want. It's gonna readdress like that, and then don't tell me you about to cook, man. Don't cook. We ain't got time for cooking, bro. We ain't got time for cooking. It's gonna start cooking this range, like between 282.255 and 282.45. Like, don't cook, man. Just stop cooking, bro. Don't be cooking now, man. Like, don't start that, man. Give me that right now. Oh, it's gonna start cooking, man. Okay, okay, okay. Don't start cooking, bro. Oh my days, man. You need to go. Like, you need to go like right now. Oh, you see that? It's gonna start cook. Oh my days, man. This thing trying to cook, bro. Who are you trying to cook, man? I'm your master. You see that? It's gonna start trying to cook like, oh my days. Basically, what's going on is here. That's what's going on. And I'm gonna do this between current candle and this candle, like that. So like that. And I know it's gonna try and be cooking that range, man. This is just gay. This is rubbish. It's gonna try and cook. You see what I mean? It's gonna try and cook that range. Yep, there you go, into the premium. I knew it. I knew it. We're gonna get cooked, bro. It's cooking season. They need to reshuffle and rotate, and we ain't got time for that, man. We ain't got time for rotations. Yeah, smack a horse or something, please. Who's the horse smacker in here? Which one of you? One of you guys in this chat, you're the glitcher. One of you is using AI against me. What's going on? What's going on? Which one of you guys stops in the public, man? They're gonna go for your stops, yeah? Don't do a cook man thing. You see the slow, you see the cook. You know when you try to cook something and you know you have to marinate the meat and make it all saucy. We ain't got time for that, man. Give me that microwave cooking right now, fam. Give me that microwave meat. I don't mind. We hungry. You've got to be hungry. Right, Leak? You've got to be hungry. Ooh. Excuse me, gentlemen. Price is boring me. I know they say trading's got to be boring, but like, come on, man. If you've really been bored before, like if you're a true trader and you know how boring price can be. Okay, so as you can see, 33, like that. CB would be nice, thank you. How we use this BISI would give me faith for this, like that, for this BISI. Where the 2022 traders at? Where you at, y'all? Oh, look at that, folks. Would you look at that? Would you look at that touch? Would you look at that touch? All the way designed, folks. Designed. Controlled. So it is either, and here's the God honest truth, folks. And I need you guys to think about this logic. I don't have anything like an order book. I don't have anything like volume, order flow, nothing. I ain't got none of that. What you see is what I see. Within this high and that PD array, this BISI, that's the relationship. That's the relationship, folks. You saw me annotate, the specific PD arrays that's going to be salient, that's going to be necessary. An order book is where the order blocks live. Yes, an order book is the book of life for order. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just unlocked a whole new, check it out. So you guys know about the book of life, right? So if the order book is the book of life for the order blocks, what happens to the sinful order blocks? Yo, inteligencia. La inteligencia. Yo, check it out. La inteligencia. Wow. Phoenix said, you are tired, Cap. How can you tell I'm tired? It's the last couple of streams, right? Yeah, you might be onto something. You might be onto something, bro. You just might be onto something. I might be tired, folks. I think the live streams are wearing me out. Because now I'm coming up with, yeah. But think about it, though. I mean, we don't smoke no ganja. We don't smoke none of that. We don't do no drugs or nothing. So the intelligentsia is intelligencing. Oh, my. The intelligentsia is intelligencing. Wow. 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 What is go? Wow. Yo, 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 yo. The intelligentsia is intelligencing. You tell me in the chat, is your intelligentsia intelligencing? I got too many. I'm telling you, my brain is like, my brain is like, what's it called? My brain is like a stone. But when you throw the stone on water, it goes pew, 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 like a pistol. So when you get the pistol and you go pew, 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 it goes and sits on the stool. But when it sits on the stool, it goes pew, 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 pew. And then it sits right to be used as a tool. Because when it's used as a tool, there's no temperature. So it goes pew, 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 because it is too cool. Boom, bars, man. Wow. Guys, yep. Tell me you didn't like those bars. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. Come outside. Show me. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Throw some bars in the chat. Yeah. Throw them bars in the chat, y'all. Man. Throw some bars in the chat. This is just Price is Trash for real. Like, this is real Price is Trash. And there ain't nothing you can do. There ain't nothing you can do. We are stuck between a PD array that I like and a PD array that I annotated, especially regarding the time. Ooh, 333, 338. Okay, there's a logic in there. If you don't catch it, it's gone. But I like that though. I like that, quick return, that boom, boom, and now it's doing a thing in there again, and this low, a trigger of this low to a trigger of this low is a good sign again for the discount of this gap. All right, let's see, a trigger of that low, we have the trigger for this low. Okay, remember we were talking about speed of delivery. Let's see, do we get that low and that low? For speed of delivery, we certainly need, let me see, Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, maybe that low, yeah. Because why create equal lows right now? Like we have this low and then relative equal low. Why do that? Come on, man. Give me some intelligentsia. Give me that intelligentsia, yo. Oh, I don't want no bullish order block, man. I don't want no bullish order block. Don't give me that, man. Boom. No bullish order block. No, 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 no. Stick to the status quo. Come on, man. I don't want no order block, man. Look at that. Look at what it's doing to me. Guys, help me. Somebody. Hey, yo, Usman. Usman, help me. Help me. Phoenix, help me. Hey, yo, Pippi. Pippi, where you at? Help me, man. Help me, somebody. I don't want no bullish order block. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, man. Help me, man. No. Oh, the price is making me constipated. No. Give me that bearish. Oh, no. Oh, no. Give me. Help me. Oh. This thing wants to cook me, man. What's going on here? I bet you, yeah. I bet you he's gonna do one of those spike things, yeah? And there'll be absolutely no control. No, there'll be no control. It's gonna do some mad spike thing like, I told you, man, this fair value gap is gonna give us faith for this one, but now we need faith for, let me draw it up, yeah. Let me draw it up, let me draw it up, let me draw it up, yeah. Oh. Somebody help me. Who has that? Where's Exity, man? Exity, are you there? Call your buddy right now, bro. Are you still here, bro? Call your friend, man. Call that market maker guy. We need that guy. We need that guy. So basically, what is going on? Time distortion, okay? They've given you low. It's like relatively equal, all right? Nobody wants to see that, folks. Believe me. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see, like, there's literally no BISTs here. You don't want to see it. So even if they give you that breaker there, it's like these lows, yeah, you don't want to see that, man. You do not want to see it. That's not what you want to see. Not that kind of formation. Believe you me, ain't nobody want to see such nonsense. No. Oh, no. Usman said, second stage incoming. Oh, give it to us. Oh, okay, Usman. All right, I'm gonna let you cook, bro. I'm gonna let you cook, because if you can get this right, man, I'm gonna let you cook, bro. Yeah, otherwise we get smacked. I know. It is giving me smack vibes, you know what I mean? It's giving me vibes like it's giving me a whole noose or something. Like it's creating a whole noose. It's trying to do a whole noose man thing. Who's in the house? Who's in the house, man? I want to see who's in the house. I want somebody to give me conversation. Because you know how this thing goes. You know how this thing goes. Give me that discount. You know how this thing goes. Give me that shadow. Give me that shadow. Whoa. Give me that shadow. Come on now. Don't. I'm singing for you, bro. Like, why you trying to act like? Why you trying to play hard to get, man? I'm singing, man. Why you all trying to play hard to get right here, man? Hey, yo, Mr. Mark. Hey, Mr. Market Maker. Tell me when you been through. Hey, yo, yo. Yeah, I think this thing is just doing a disguise looking thing, man. I think it's doing a disguise looking thing. Where is this? 138 to 232. 100 handles. We need to be here by 350 if I'm gonna believe it could go and take this low. Because otherwise I don't see it. Anybody see it? Anybody? Anybody see it? Where are the ghosts, man? Where the ghosts in the machine? Where they at? Where they at? So we got 1, 2, and 3. So within 3 candles, we want to see this shadow. Within 3 candles. So within 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the next candle, we need to get into this shadow by 350, man. Otherwise, man, we cook like frying pan cook. Come on, you can do it. Oh, y'all saw that spike? Y'all saw that? Boom, shakalaka. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that. Yeah, no, don't do that, man. Don't. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. You messing with me, man. You messing. Uh-oh. I smell something bad coming. I smell something bad coming. I smell something bad coming. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 2, 1. Okay. Let me take the red line off so we can see it. It's right here, folks. It's right here. We're about to smack something now. Something's getting smacked for sure. Yep. It's the last 10 minutes, y'all. The last 10 minutes. It's the last 10 minutes, man. Whatever's gonna go will go. Personally, I would like to see the shadow, this deeper, the discount orange here. I'm just gonna move it so you guys can see it. I'd like to see that like that. I like this low. But we have this suspension thing. Remember that one? It's like really thin. And then we have this one. Then we got this thing here. It's just, yeah, it's insane. That's a gap open. It's not bad. Not a bad shout. If you're getting gap opens at this time, it's not a bad shout. But let's see. Okay, so we got our deep discount tagged. That in itself, in my books, is success. Honestly. That in itself, that was the one. That was the one. We said we wanted the third one here, and then how they use it, and look at how they used it. They were trying to use it up to cook, but how they use it will give us faith for this right here. And you guys have seen that. You've seen that live, folks. Okay? You've seen that live. You've seen that. I really, really do enjoy. I'll be honest, folks. I'll be really honest with you guys. I really am enjoying these YouTube live streams. It is very difficult to try and create content on something that you something that is out of your control. You know what I'm saying? Like something that clearly, you know what I mean? Like you don't have the trillions and the billions to be able to even create a system. You don't even have the permission. You don't have the authority. You ain't got the power. You don't own the machine. You don't own the patent. or the patent, or whatever way you pronounce it. It's like, yeah, and yet to be able to create such content that gives a sense of this guy knows what he's doing. May I ask, do you ever use Fibonacci time? What makes you ask, King? What makes you ask? What makes you ask, Mr. King? Mr. King asked the question, do you use Fibonacci time? If you're gonna smack that horse, smack it now, okay? I've got 7 minutes, bro. 7 minutes. Well, I use it to find pivots in crypto with it. That's why I'm asking. Does it work in crypto? Smack a team, man. Be gone. Hell yeah. I don't publicly admit that I know something about Fibonacci time, the Fib time tool. Oh, sorry, Fib time zone, it's called on TradingView. Yeah, I don't publicly admit that I know something about the Fib time zone. Hey, Mr. Carter, tell me where you been through. Oh, look at that. Can be used with harmonics also. Oh, trust me, bro. I know a couple things about Fib time zone or how to use it. Yeah. Now, here's the real question though. Have you seen me use it here at all? No. Do I need to use it? No. Is it necessary for me to use on the 1 minute time frame? No. So, but yeah, do I use harmonics? No. Do I actively use Fib time zone? No. Do I know how to use it to expose certain things? Yes. Does it give the control of price and how price is controlled and stuff? Not necessarily, but you can use it. If you use it the right way, it would expose certain things about time. But it's not because of the Fib. Like it's not the traditional thing. Let's just put it that way. 33 to 38 last hour phenomena or every hour. No, that's not a every hour phenomena. That was a study between when that candle was there. While 33 was printing, I wanted to see something in the next 5 candles, which in a way I didn't get, but it did give me what I wanted to see regardless. So I didn't get this specific thing, but it still gave me what I wanted to see. So that's why you can see between 33 and 38. 38 opened, went right to it, and then when you start 2023 was my breakthrough. That was my breakthrough. On higher time frame, yes. Okay. Why do you, King said, why do you do the PM session here live and not New York AM? I do the New York AM on Discord because everybody wants to trade New York AM. And I also use the New York AM to teach because every example that you need will print within the 3 hours that I do. Every example, it really doesn't matter. Every single example that I need, every single thing that you need will print in those 3 hours. Initially, it was meant to be 7 to 12, by the way, but it was kind of too much for people. And I'm glad because I didn't realize it would be too much for me. If I was doing 7 to 12 and then I'd be doing live streams as well, it would just be overkill. And to be honest, it did seem like people don't need 5 hours of live streaming every day to learn something. Like I had a different mindset, I had a different objective for what I wanted to do, I guess. So, I guess I wasn't really being realistic. Maybe I just wanted to overgive. I was just trying to impress, to be honest. But yeah, the 3 hours that I do are more than perfect. And then, so, when we're done on there in Discord, then I come over here to do some marketing, so I can get more eyeballs on Algowick. I can get people to understand that, yes, I am willing to help. I am able to help. And if people want, then they can come get it. They can come get it, yo. Dress to impress, yeah. Except that my fashion sense is like 0, bro. I mean, I try, but yeah. I think I am one of those individuals who is way too comfortable within his own skin to care much about fashion. So, but now as a grown man, I'm trying to learn how to be part of, trying to partake. Because it is true, how you dress, how you appear, how you present yourself, it plays a role in a man's life, I guess. But if I'm being honest, the one thing I know for sure that makes me feel untouchable, there you go, folks. And there you go. Whoa. Relax. Relax there, love. Relax. Calm down. Calm down, boy. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I had a feeling. Once I saw this one like that, the fact that he went there, today was something. Yeah, I know. It's like it just spiked. One candle, over 130 handles. I think there might be some news or something. Some company, one of those companies. King said, can you talk about how this was a bullish day and not a continuation? I got smoked in New York AM trying to short. Okay. No problem, Mr. King. Let's go to New York AM, gentlemen. I did talk about it earlier in the live stream, though. I did talk about it earlier but just to cover it again. Gee, what is that? Okay, so you had this low. It was taken from yesterday. We took the low. It was a perfect raid, and it was a perfect close. And then we opened today on the 1 hour time frame. You can see we opened and we had this high, and this high. So while price was at 9 a.m. or 9:30, like basically it was just here, but we had this high, and this high, and then we have the NWOG there. So NWOG is the draw. You have these highs complementing the NWOG as the draw. So the suspicion is that when we open, we're going to go higher to take this high, we're going to go higher to take this high, and we're going to go higher to take this high. And then we also had the 7 to 7:30 there. Let me give it to you on the 30-minute. This candle, 7 to 7:30 candle, like that, right there. And now you have this high and this high. And then we just kind of meandered around, and then we went higher to go into NWOG. Does that help, brother? Does it help ya? Does it help ya? XT said daily bias. Yep. So yeah, basically what we got is we got one of those 2022 models that don't create a full market maker sell model. The way it was cooking here, it gave a tell that this fair value gap is what they will probably use, to be honest. Now, what I wanted to see was even lower pricing. I did want to see that, as you could probably expect. But you can see how, as it was going higher, we painted all the way up to bring it back down to that specific yellow shadow, this orangey, the deeper color there, the discount. And that was painted all the way, folks. All the way. Like that. Right here to there. It was painted right from this candle all the way there. So what I want to see, because I've been getting a whiff, folks. You know, people are sending me things, people are telling me somebody's doing this or saying that, and so what I want to see is, you know, these preachers of new concepts, I would like to see them, you know, go on live and dictate candle by candle. Just candle by candle, that's all. Like, that's all. Based on that logic, though. Candle by candle. 1 minute you need to be too good because volatility is crazy. Yes. Yeah. You need it. I mean, 1 minute, bro. Like 1 minute. 1 minute gives them enough time to articulate their reasoning for the next candle. It gives them enough time, you know, to let price do what it's got to do. So, you know, I mean, there's no excuses for me. I mean, would any of you guys be here if I wasn't really able to do it minute by minute like this? If I wasn't able to be calling market maker models? Like, people ask me, oh, what do you trade? I'm like, well, I don't really have a model, but if you have to, then okay, market maker model. But there's multiple entries in a market maker model. Next week, we're going to dump on Wednesday. Why? What's the logic? What's going on Wednesday? Is there news on Wednesday? NVIDIA maybe? What's going on Wednesday, sir? Mr. King. Yeah, so, you know, for me, honestly, like, I know there are people who do know how to trade. I understand there are people who, you know, they've put in the time, they've studied, you know, they've learned some things, and they employ some things. And, you know, but if we're being honest, man, when you have the ability to do it minute by minute in the way that you want to see it done, I think it kind of gives pedigree to levels of competency, right? I mean, nobody knows it all. None of us do. But I know we all try our best. But it's just, the truth is, somebody's best is better than another man's best. You know, like, this is not a participation trophy thing. You're either good at what you do or you're not. So the pursuit for excellence is what makes a human, it's what makes a man a man. You got to be able to have that hunger to pursue excellence, to be able to be above average, to be able to produce something. Otherwise, it's mediocre. And you know the thing about the Lord, He wants the best. He wants your best. He wants your best. He wants you to bring your best in all things. In all things. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, bearish. Thursday, high chance reversal, I noticed. Yeah. So for me, I like the PM lows. I really like 239. I just like it. So it's like, it might be a longer term trend line like this, like that, whatever. I just like it. I genuinely do. Also, look at what they done here. Look at these lows. So somebody is messing with us, folks. They think we're stupid, but we ain't dumb. We know things. We know some things. Right. Gentlemen, let me clean this up. I appreciate you showing up. I appreciate you guys always showing your support. Please do like and subscribe. The liking and subscribing is really helpful. It's, you know, I mean, something is working, right? If you like the content, you know, just that little bit would help. That's all. That is all. Like, honestly, you can see the precision. You can see the handling. Let me put it that way. The handling. You can see the, you know, the absolute control, even for my own self. And then when price looks like it wants to do something against me, you can see the things that I, you know, that I run to, that makes, you know, that gives me, you know, the sense of, okay, be patient. It'll do. It'll go. Just wait a minute. I got to fix something first. Right? So there you go. I'm going to take this off. I don't need these. These were for AM session, and we don't need those anymore. And would you look at that? The high and the low. Like that. Boom. Boom. Used it. Gone. So, yeah, man. Thank you for coming by. And I hope tomorrow ends up being a blessing to you. May the Lord be with you. May His face shine upon you guys, folks. Put your faith in Him. Trust in Him. If you don't know how these things print, you can actually ask Him right now. Lord Jesus, help me to understand these markets. The way this guy is doing it is impressive. Help me to learn. Show me the way. Because He says, he who lacks wisdom, let him ask. That's what God said. Let him ask. So if you lack wisdom, if there's something you don't have, ask. So I say all that to say, God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.